Claire Morrison stood at her front door, looking at the young man on her porch. He couldn't have been more than 20, with tousled brown hair and tired eyes. He wore a navy hoodie and jeans with a backpack slung over one shoulder. "You must be Ethan," she said. "Yes, ma'am," he replied. "Thank you for agreeing to meet with me." Claire was 48 and had been a widow for 3 years. Her husband, Tom, had died suddenly, leaving her alone in a house that felt too big and too quiet. Their daughter lived across the country with her own family. The silence had become unbearable. That's why Claire had posted an ad for a room to rent. She needed the money, yes, but more than that, she needed the house to feel alive again. "Come in," she said, stepping aside. Ethan walked in slowly, taking in the modest home. It was neat and clean with photos on the walls and the smell of fresh coffee in the air. "The room is upstairs," Claire said, leading the way. "It was my daughter's room before she moved out." The room was small but cozy, with a single-bedded desk and a window that looked out on the quiet street. "It's perfect," Ethan said softly. "The rent is $400 a month," Claire said. "That includes utilities. You can use the kitchen, but clean up after yourself. Laundry is in the basement." "I can do that," Ethan said. Claire studied him. There was something about this young man, a sadness in his eyes that reminded her of her own. "Can I ask why you need a room?" she said. "The university has dorms." Ethan shifted his backpack. "I aged out of foster care last year," he said quietly. "I've been staying with a friend, but his family is moving. I'm working 2 jobs and going to school full-time. I just need somewhere stable." Claire's heart squeezed. This boy had no family, no one to come home to, just like her. "When can you move?" and she asked. Ethan's face brightened. "Really, you'll rent to me?" "Yes, but I have one rule. We eat dinner together at least 3 times a week. I won't have you living here like a ghost." Ethan smiled, a real smile that reached his eyes. "I can do that." He moved in that weekend with just 2 bags of clothes and a laptop. Claire showed him where everything was and gave him a key. "Make yourself at home," she said. Over the first weeks, they settled into a rhythm. Ethan was quiet and respectful. He studied late into the night and left early for classes. True to Claire's rule, they had dinner together on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. At first, the meals were awkward. Claire wasn't used to cooking for anyone but herself. Ethan wasn't used to family dinners. But slowly they began to talk. Ethan told her about his classes. He was studying engineering with dreams of designing sustainable buildings. Claire told him about her work as a librarian, about the books she loved and the patrons she'd known for years. One evening, about a month after Ethan moved in, Claire came home to find him in the kitchen. "What are you doing?" she asked. "Making dinner," he said. "I figured I should take a turn." He had made spaghetti. Simple but well cooked. They sat at the table, and Claire took a bite. "This is good," she said. "My foster mom and my last placement taught me," Ethan said. "She said everyone should know how to feed themselves." "She sounds wise." Ethan said, "I wish I could have stayed with her, but she got sick, couldn't take care of kids anymore." Claire saw the pain flicker across his face. "You've had a hard road," she said gently. "Could have been worse." Ethan replied, "Some kids never get a good placement. I got lucky a few times." The resilience in his voice both impressed and saddened Claire. This young man had learned to find gratitude in scraps. As months passed, something shifted. The house began to feel less empty. Claire found herself looking forward to their dinners, to hearing about Ethan's day, his struggles with calculus, his excitement about a design project. Ethan started doing small things around the house, fixing a leaky faucet, shoveling snow from the driveway. "You don't have to do that," Claire said. "I want to," Ethan replied. "You've given me more than a room, Claire. You've given me a home." The words touched her deeply. One winter evening, Claire found Ethan sitting on the porch steps despite the cold. She grabbed 2 blankets and joined him. "What's wrong?" she asked. "Today was my birthday," he said, quietly 21. "Ethan, why didn't you tell me we could have celebrated?" "I'm not used to celebrating," he said. "In foster care, birthdays were just another day. Sometimes there'd be a cake if you were lucky, but mostly it was just a reminder that you were alone." Claire wrapped her blanket around both of them. "You're not alone anymore." They sat together, watching their breath form clouds in the cold air. The next week, Claire threw Ethan a surprise birthday party. Nothing big, just a few of his classmates she'd tracked down through the university. A homemade cake. Decorations. Ethan walked in after class and froze. "Surprise!" everyone shouted. His eyes filled with tears. Later, after everyone left, Ethan helped Claire clean up. "Thank you," he said. "I've never had a real birthday party." "Everyone deserves to be celebrated," Claire said. "You've done more for me than you know," Ethan said. "Not just a party, but everything you've made me feel like I matter." "You do matter," Claire said firmly, "very much." Winter turned to spring. One afternoon, Claire got a call at the library. It was the hospital. Ethan had been in an accident. Nothing life-threatening, but he needed surgery on his arm. Claire rushed to the hospital. She found Ethan in the emergency room, looking scared and young. "Hey," she said, taking his good hand. "I'm sorry. They called you. I didn't know who else to list as my emergency contact." "I'm glad you listed me." Claire said, "What happened?" "Car hit me while I was on my bike." Ethan said, "I'm okay, but they say I need surgery for my arm. Insurance is going to cover most of it, but not all." Claire saw the worry in his eyes. The old fear of being a burden. "Don't worry about the money," she said. "We'll figure out. I can't let you pay for this." "You're not letting me do anything," Claire said. "I'm choosing to help you just like you've been helping me." "How have I helped you?" Claire smiled through her tears. "By filling this house with life again, by giving me someone to care for, by being the son I never had." Ethan stared at her. "You mean that?" Every word. After the surgery, Claire brought Ethan home. She set him up in the living room with pillows and snacks and remote controls. Over the next weeks, while he recovered, she saw a new side of him. He was vulnerable in a way he hadn't been before. He talked about his childhood, about being moved from home to home, about never quite belonging anywhere. "I used to dream about having a real family," he said one evening, "a place where I was wanted, not just tolerated." "You have that now," Claire said. "Do I?" "Yes," Claire said firmly. "Your family, Ethan, not a tenant, not a stranger family." Summer came. Ethan's arm healed. He got an internship at an architecture firm. Things were looking up. One evening, he asked Claire to sit down. "I need to talk to you about something," he said. Claire's heart sank. He was leaving. She'd known this day would come, but she wasn't ready. "Okay," she said. "My internship is going really well." Ethan said, "They've offered me a job after graduation, good pay, benefits, real future." "That's wonderful," Claire said, trying to hide her sadness. "But here's the thing," Ethan continued. "I don't want to move out. I mean, I could afford my own place now, but this is home, your home." Claire felt tears spring to her eyes.